It's nice to see you again. They say that dry bread at home is better than roast meat abroad. But what if your home is not a cozy apartment in the city or a beloved old hut in the village? What if the house is located in a place where it is quite difficult to adapt to a normal life? In some cases, people have to live in completely unimaginable conditions. In this video, you will see strikingly unusual places to live where people have adapted despite all the peculiarities and difficulties of life. But first, subscribe to our channel and like this video. The Hanging Temple of Mount Hangshan is one of the most popular attractions of the Shaanxi province. In this place, tourists can get a lot of impressions and emotions because it was built 1,500 years ago at an altitude of 75 meters from the ground and impresses with its unique design and location. During its construction, a unique technique was used. The beams were used as the base and were half driven into the mountain, while the mountain itself acts as a support. It is also interesting that this temple combines the philosophy and religious elements of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. The fact that Magingo Island is one of the most densely populated islands in the world is truly impressive. It is a rocky coast without any fertile land, and most residents are successfully engaged in fishing. From the outside, it looks like a place covered with ugly metal huts, but Magingo has a unique atmosphere. Would you be able to live on such a tiny island? Tonle Sap Lake in northern Cambodia is one of the largest in Asia with an incredible variety of fish. That is why many fishermen settled right on it, setting up their homes on high piles or pontoon rafts. It's hard to imagine, but about 1 million people live here. However, this is due to the fact that the amount of fish in the lake brings income to the local residents. Chong Nias is one of the villages located on the lake. The main difference is that it is an extraordinary place for thousands of people to live while tourists regularly visit it. Chinese Hallstatt copy. There is an opinion that the Chinese can recreate anything. So about 10 years ago, the village of Hallstatt appeared in the southern Chinese province of Guangdong. It was an exact copy of the Austrian place, and it has already become popular. This is a small plot of land with the picturesque UNESCO monument in the Alps recreated almost to the last stone. Perhaps its construction was also intended to attract rich Chinese residents to buy Austrian houses in their native lands. By the way, this is not the first experience of the Chinese in the field of cloning cities and attractions. At first glance, the house on the rocky island of Elliday seems like a place that legends should definitely be associated with. There are too many theories about it. Some people say that this is the residence of a millionaire who wanted solitude. Others say that this is a gift for Bjork. Some people think that the house does not really exist and photographs were made in Photoshop. However, everything is much more prosaic. The house on the island of Elliday was built by a local hunting society whose members come here to hunt local birds. It is impossible not to mention the floating Liberty Bay moored off the coast of British Columbia. This man-made complex consists of various platforms, including a dance floor, a workshop, an art studio, a vegetable garden, and greenhouses. Grown vegetables and fruits, as well as solar panels and generators, enable the owners to be quite independent of the outside world. There are also disadvantages of such housing. It is very energy-consuming to maintain it, and it takes about 45 minutes by boat to the nearest settlement. If you live in this village in China, then forgetting something when leaving home is not the best thing that can happen. Why? Because it is located on a cliff and you can only get there by climbing 2,560 stairs. So thanks to the difficult and extreme ascent, this place has become popular amongst tourists. In turn, this influenced the decision of the local authorities to make the construction of the stairs safer by replacing rattan fasteners with metal ones. Being created several centuries ago right on the slope of the vertical rock of Monte Baldo, the Sanctuary of Our Lady of the Crown looks as if it is floating in the air. It is located not far from Lake Garda. It is a favorite place of thousands of pilgrims who want to pray or just experience a moment of blissful tranquility. On the other hand, tourists can enjoy the grandeur of the architectural creation surrounded by amazing nature. The Buddhist temples on Mount Fanjing are a real miracle among the clouds, which many people strive to get to, admiring the local beauties. The thing is that they are on the top of a mountain, which is also called the Golden Peak of the Red Cloud. It is crowned by two temples with a narrow gorge between them and a pedestrian bridge connecting them. This place is definitely worth a visit, however, the climb can become a tough challenge. According to legend, 8,888 steps lead to the top of Fanjing Mountain. After walking along, every person will reach enlightenment. Meteora Monasteries in northern Greece is a complex of 6 active monasteries located on the tops of rocks somewhere between heaven and earth. The name Meteora, translated from Greek, means hanging in the air. Once there, every traveler wonders, how could nature have created such a thing? In the north of Portugal, there is an incredibly bulky house, which is a favorite among tourists. It is located far from the bustle of the city. It is surrounded by huge stones. It is quite cozy inside, although there is no electricity. Interestingly, the owners of the house were forced to move precisely because of excessive attention from passers-by and travelers. What could be better than breathing mountain air every day and admiring the stunning view from the window? The residents of this village in China know exactly all the benefits of such a life. Of course, it is not easy for many to live away from the modern benefits of civilization, but probably each of us sometimes dreams of being in such a place for at least a few weeks. Europe is also famous for nature. Just look at these stunning Swiss Alps. Today, they are a real paradise for lovers of skiing and hiking. Every year, hundreds of thousands of tourists from all over the world come to Switzerland to conquer the mountain slopes and peaks. For lovers of hiking, this is an unforgettable experience, because after reaching the top, you can find a secluded, cozy house where you can not only admire the breathtaking views, but also take a breath or think about life. Another outstanding building is the Church of San Columbanus in northern Italy. A real architectural miracle was built on a rocky wall. According to legend, Columbanus himself visited this place. He killed a dragon that was guilty of the death of children. Once the building was used by monks and hermits, and then it remained uninhabited for some time. Now anyone can get into the church after overcoming the steep staircase of 102 steps carved into the rock. A small island located on the St. Lawrence River between Canada and the USA gives an incredible sense of privacy to one family and is considered the smallest inhabited island in the world. I hope you liked our video. Please don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode.